The Philippines, dubbed as Pearl of the Orient, consists of more than 7,100 beautiful islands sculpted by Mother Nature through time. It has been battered by bad weathers, shook by strong earthquakes, and reformed by volcanic eruptions. Although it has faced and been captured by stronger countries in the past, it has remained to be resilient. Our country never ceases to amaze me, and there is a lot more about the Philippines that most people don't know. Here are 10 facts about the Philippines that might blow your mind. Number 10. The eruption of Mount Pinatubo created one of the largest mushroom clouds in history. Mount Pinatubo's eruption in June 15, 1991 sent up a cloudy plume that reached some 25 miles, 40 kilometers, high into the air. The effects of the Mount Pinatubo's destructive eruption were felt throughout the whole world after it emitted around 10 million tons of magma and 20 million tons of toxic sulfur dioxide. Due to the vast amount of ashes infused into the atmosphere, the global temperature dropped by 1 degree Fahrenheit over the following months and year. Number 9. Camiguin has the most number of volcanoes per square kilometer than any other island on Earth. Despite of the fact that it is one of the smallest islands in the Philippines in area and population, having a length of only 23 kilometers and width of a little more than 14 kilometers, it has 7 volcanoes which were mostly responsible for the island's formation. Camiguin Province is also the only place in the Philippines which has more volcanoes than towns. Number 8. Super Typhoon Haiyan has the strongest wind ever recorded at landfall. Who would forget the havoc endured by the central part of the Philippines from Typhoon Haiyan, which meteorologists considered as one of the strongest tropical cyclones ever to hit Southeast Asia. It is the deadliest typhoon in the Philippines ever recorded in modern history, killing at least 6,100 people according to the Philippine government, although some locals believed that the actual death toll could be as high as 15,000. Yolanda is also the strongest storm recorded at landfall and the strongest typhoon ever recorded in terms of 1 minute sustained wind speed of 315 km per hour, 195 miles per hour. Up until now, at least 1,000 remains missing. Number 7. During Manny Pacquiao boxing fights, the crime rate in the Philippines almost drops to zero. The whole country would virtually stand still during Manny Pacquiao's boxing fights. During his latest 12-round fight against the undefeated American boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr., the Philippine National Police (PNP) recorded no crime at all in Metro Manila, though there were a few recorded in other parts of the country. This was not the first time. Same was declared during his fights against other great boxers such as Chris Algieri in 2014 and the Mexican boxer Juan Manuel Marquez both in 2008 and 2011. There had also been a remarkable drop of crime rates during other major fights of the Filipino boxing champion. Number 6. The top 3 most densely populated cities in the world are in Metro Manila. According to this list made by Wikipedia, Manila ranked first in the list of cities by population density with only 2,498 hectares of land area occupied by over 1.65 million populace. It has a density of 42,857 people per square kilometer, or 43 people per square meter. Number 5. The 3 largest known pearls in the world were found in the Philippines. The Pearl of Lao Tzu, also known as Pearl of Allah, is the largest known pearl in the world. It was found in Brooks Point, Palawan by a Filipino diver in 1934. The pearl, which measures 9.45 inches in diameter and weighs 6.4 kilograms, 14 pounds, is a clam pearl or Tridacna pearl from a giant clam Tridacna gigas. The pearl was appraised by gemologist Michael Steenrod in Colorado Springs at $60 million in 1982 and $93 million in 2007. Number 4. The national flag of the Philippines can be inverted to officially declare a state of war. The Philippine national flag is the only flag which may be reversed when the country is in the state of war. The flag's design is a horizontal bicolor of blue and red, with a white equilateral triangle at the hoist, containing 3 gold and yellow stars and a sun with 8 primary rays at the center. Number 3. The 10 largest shopping malls in the world, 3 are in the Philippines. Filipinos love going to mall, whether to shop, dine, watch movies or just have fun roaming around. That is why it's not surprising that 3 of the 10 largest malls in the world are found in the Philippines. Based on the gross leasable area, SM Megamall is the 3rd largest mall in the world, while SM City North EDSA and SM Mall of Asia are the 4th and 10th largest, respectively. The expansion made on SM Megamall in 2014 has transformed the mall as the largest mall in the Philippines, surpassing SM City North EDSA. SM Megamall occupies a land area of approximately 10 hectares and has an estimated total retail floor area of 506,435 m2, 5,451,220 sq ft, while SM City North Edson and SM Mall of Asia have estimated total retail floor area of 482,878 m2, 5,197,660 sq ft, and 406,962 m2, 4,380,500 sq ft, respectively. That makes the three malls occupy a whopping total retail area of 1,396,275 square meters or 15,029,380 square feet. Number 2. There's an islet in the Philippines within a lake on an island within a lake on an island. Did you get it? Let's rephrase that. In the Philippines, there's an islet, Vulcan Point, within a lake, main crater of Taal volcano, on an island, Volcano Island, within a lake, Taal Lake, on an island, Luzon. The Vulcan Point is an islet inside the crater lake, known as the main crater lake, of Taal volcano, the smallest active volcano in the world. The Vulcan Point is also considered as the world's largest island within a lake on an island in a lake on an island. The islet was formed when the deposits of the huge eruption that occurred in 1911 extensively changed the floor of the main crater. Number 1. Two of the largest naval battles in history were fought in the Philippine Seas. The Battle of the Philippine Sea, June 1920, 1944, and the Battle of Leyte Gulf, October 23-26, 1944, both hold a mind-blowing record for being the largest naval battle in history for some criteria. The Battle of Philippine Sea is considered as the largest aircraft carrier battle in history. The standoff between the US Navy and the Japanese Empire Navy involved 15 US fleet and light carriers, 9 Japanese carriers, 170 other warships, and about 1,700 aircraft. The US 5th Fleet's Task Force 58 that took action during the battle is also considered by historians as the largest single naval formation ever to give a battle.